Hey everybody, this is Joel Meek with Meek Insurance Group, and wanted to cover a topic that I think sometimes is overlooked on home insurance, and that is specific personal property or contents items that do come with very common limitations. So for example, the items such as jewelry or cash, firearms, collectible items, antiques, there's a number of things that are very commonly going to be limited in terms of coverage on the policy by default. So I'm going to use jewelry for a quick moment here. So for example, jewelry oftentimes is limited to somewhere between $1,000 and maybe $2,000 in cases of theft, sometimes just more broadly. But a lot of people may have more than that. In fact, quite a few people have more than that. So the real question becomes, how do I know what the limits are in my policy? And then is there anything that I can do about it? And the answer is, for finding out how much is, what the limitation is for each type of item on your policy, it's going to be in the actual full policy. Now your agent should be able to give this information to you, especially if you have many high dollar items, collectibles, jewelry, things like that. But that is going to be policy and company specific. Again, there are some normal ranges, and you can always talk with your agent about those things. So what if you have more than that and you feel like, I don't really feel comfortable with the amount that comes as a standard, so how can I get more coverage? Well, there's two ways to do that. Well, there's probably several ways, but there's two main ways to do it. The first one would be adding that as a rider on your policy. So how do you do that? Well, each company is going to have specific guidelines, but they generally need some sort of updated appraisal or bill of sale to show the value. They may need some photos or something just to show the item in question. And then you can pay whatever the specific amount, whatever percentage that is for that item in that company. That can vary widely. I know in our area for jewelry, it's somewhere around 2% of the value per year. But you have, high-end sporting equipment and things that can be higher or lower. It just depends on a lot of things. So there's the one item, is add it to your specific home insurance policy. The second option is probably the more preferred option, and I'll explain in a second. And that is to go get a separate standalone policy for an item like jewelry. How would you do that? Well, we have, and a lot of people have, a separate standalone item that is specific to jewelry or other items like that. And the reason you would probably be wise to consider doing that rather than just adding it to your home insurance, and I'm speaking specifically to Florida, is in Florida right now, and has been for a while, the existence of a claim on a property insurance policy can cause havoc to you keeping that policy, paying the same price for the policy, or finding a replacement policy if you need to. So anything you can do to offload potential claims, whether that be a separate jewelry policy, a golf cart policy, anything like that, you would be wise to try to get that off the home insurance policy and onto a separate policy. So hopefully that helps give you a little bit of guidance. So don't overlook the fact that there are specific limits on policies. Usually you can make up for that, either adding it to the policy or getting a separate one. But you certainly don't want to find out all of these specific issues when the claim occurs. So if you have questions, always ask your agent. You can always give us a call. We love helping our clients make sure they have the right coverage at the best price. Again, my name is Joel Meek with Meek Insurance Group. Thanks so much.